Welcome back to our channel, fellow coin enthusiasts. If you're passionate about coin collecting or just curious about the value of the coins in your pocket, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into the world of the USA 1/4 Louisiana state quarters from 2002. We'll be exploring its circulating value, what makes it unique, and how it has fared in the numismatic market. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. Before we dive into the specifics of the Louisiana state quarter, let's take a brief look at the state quarters program itself. The United States Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program in 1999, releasing a new quarter design approximately every 10 weeks. Each design was dedicated to a specific state in the order that the states joined the Union. The program was a massive success, with millions of Americans collecting these quarters, not just for their monetary value but for their cultural and historical significance. The Louisiana State Quarter, released on May 20, 2002. Is a beautiful example of the creativity and attention to detail that went into this series. The Louisiana State Quarter was released in 2002 as part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program. This program ran from 1999 to 2008 and aimed to commemorate each of the 50 states in the Union by featuring unique designs on the reverse side of the Washington quarter. Louisiana, the 18th state to join the Union, has a quarter that is rich with history and symbolism. The reverse side of the Louisiana State Quarter showcases an outline of the state, a pelican, the state bird, and the trumpet, symbolizing New Orleans' rich musical heritage, particularly jazz. Below the state outline, you'll see the words Louisiana Purchase, a nod to the historic 1803 acquisition that nearly doubled the size of the United States. Now, let's talk about what it means for a coin to be in circulated condition. When a coin is described as circulated, it means that it has been used in everyday transactions, passed from hand to hand, and likely shows signs of wear and tear. Circulated coins often have noticeable marks, scratches, or a loss of luster that can come from years of use. Circulated coins can vary greatly in their appearance. Some might have slight discoloration, nicks, or worn-down details, while others might still retain much of. The reverse side of the coin, designed by John Mercanti, features a rendition of the Louisiana Purchase territory, the historic transaction that doubled the size of the United States in 1803. Prominently displayed is the state bird, the brown pelican, which adds a touch of local fauna to the design. Below the pelican, you'll notice the trumpet, a nod to the rich musical heritage of Louisiana, particularly the jazz that originated in New Orleans. The obverse side of the coin, like all state quarters, features the familiar of George Washington. Originally designed by John Flanagan. These numbers are quite substantial, which means that finding a Louisiana state quarter in your pocket change is still relatively common. But what does that mean for its circulating value? The circulating value of the Louisiana state quarter, like most modern quarters, is typically 25 cents the face value. However, there are a few factors that can influence the coin's value beyond this. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition, particularly those that have never been used in commerce, can be worth more to collectors. One of the most common questions collectors ask is, what's the value of a circulated Louisiana state quarter from 2002? Well, the value can depend on several factors, including the coin's condition, the specific mint it was struck at, and its rarity in that condition. Louisiana state quarters were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The quarters from Philadelphia and Denver were released for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which were generally not intended for circulation. Circulated Louisiana state quarters in lower grades, such as good or very good, might only be worth their face value minus 25 cents. However, coins in better circulated condition, like very fine or extremely fine, can be worth slightly more, usually between 50 cents to $1. If you have a Louisiana state quarter in about uncirculated or mint state condition, even though it's been circulated, it could be worth significantly more to a collector, particularly if it has minimal wear. So, how can you tell if your Louisiana state quarter is in a higher grade circulated condition? Start by examining the details. Mint engraver John Mercanti. The Louisiana state quarter is a tribute to the state's significant contributions to the nation's history. The trumpet and music notes are a nod to New Orleans, often considered the birthplace of jazz. Meanwhile, the pelican serves as a reminder of the state's abundant natural wildlife. The inscription Louisiana 1812 marks the year Louisiana achieved statehood. But how did this coin find its way into the hands of millions of Americans? The Louisiana state quarter was struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Each mint produced millions of these quarters, over 362 million in Philadelphia and over 402 million in Denver, to be exact. These coins were released into circulation on May 20, 2002, and quickly became popular not just in Louisiana, but across the country. As part of everyday transactions, these quarters were used across the United States, from buying groceries to paying for parking. However, what made these quarters truly special was how they sparked interest in coin collecting. Many Americans, young and old, started collecting these state quarters, leading to one of the most successful coin collecting phenomena in U.S. history. In the numismatic market, the value of circulated Louisiana state quarters has remained relatively stable. While most circulated coins trade at or near their face value, those in higher grades, particularly uncirculated coins or those with unique features like errors, can command higher prices. The 50 State Quarters program was launched by the United States Mint in 1999, running through 2008. It was an ambitious project designed to celebrate each state's unique heritage by releasing a quarter for each state over a 10-year period. Louisiana, the 18th state admitted to the Union, had its turn in 2002. The Louisiana State Quarter was the third quarter released that year, following Tennessee and Ohio. Louisiana's quarter beautifully encapsulates the state's diverse cultural heritage and rich history. The coin's reverse side features a pelican, the state bird, flying in front of an outline of the Louisiana Purchase territory, which was bought by the United States from France in 1803. This historic purchase nearly doubled the size of the United States and opened the way for westward expansion. Below the pelican you can see a trumpet and musical notes, symbolizing Louisiana's deep roots in jazz, one of America's most influential music. Collectors often sought out quarters from both mints, creating collections that featured coins from both Philadelphia and Denver. The 50 State Quarters program was credited with bringing millions of new collectors into the hobby, and the Louisiana State Quarter was a key piece of that success. But beyond its role in coin collecting, the Louisiana State Quarter also serves as an educational tool. Through this small piece of currency, Americans are reminded of the significance of the Louisiana Purchase, a landmark event in our nation's history. It also highlights Louisiana's unique contributions to American culture, from its music to its natural beauty. Jazz, a genre that originated in the vibrant city of New Orleans, is an integral part of Louisiana's identity. The inclusion of the trumpet on the Louisiana State Quarter pays homage to this rich musical legacy. From Louis Armstrong to the Preservation Hall Jazz Band, Louisiana's influence on jazz is immeasurable, and this coin serves as a tribute to that heritage. Then there's the pelican, a bird synonymous with Louisiana. An uncirculated Louisiana State Quarter might fetch between 50 cents to $1, depending on its condition. Coins with noticeable wear from circulation, on the other hand, are usually worth only their face value. While the P&D mint marks are common, the S mint mark on proof coins is less so. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and are struck multiple times to give them a high level of detail and a mirror-like finish. A proof Louisiana State Quarter with the S mint mark can be worth between $200 million to $5 billion to $5 billion, depending on its condition. Error coins, those with mistakes made during the minting process, can be quite valuable. Some Louisiana State Quarters may have errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. The value of these error coins varies greatly, but they can sometimes sell for $50 or more, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. The Louisiana State Quarter is part of the broader State Quarters collection, which is popular among collectors. Completing a full set of State Quarters is a common goal for collectors, which can increase the demand and therefore the value of individual coins in excellent condition.